What's good, family? Welcome back to my space. I'm Spiritual Focus, and I'm coming to you with the pick a card reading. Today's pick a card reading is a message from your future self. We have two pals here. We have group 1 and group 2. Group 1 is the Judgment card showing up here in reverse. Group 2 is the Nine of Swords, symbolizes some form of guilt, showing up here in reverse as well. So y'all take a minute and pick which card calls to you the most. This is group 1 and this is group 2. If you pick group 2, you can check the timestamps in the comments to skip to your reading, if you would like to just skip to your reading. If you pick both groups, you can definitely watch the full video. So if you're ready, family, let's get into it. What's good, group 1? You picked this pile here, the Judgment card showing up here in reverse. So we're going to get into it. We're going to save this card for the last card of the reading, okay? So we get into it. This is a message from your future self with the Judgment card showing up here in reverse. Let's get some clarification. You got Simply Love showing up here in reverse as well. Spread Your Wings showing up here. So it kind of feels like some of you have stagnant energy, maybe due to a love situation where it feels like you're blocking off love. Okay, it seems like you're blocking off love. You won't let yourself spread your wings or move to the next level in your heart because you're blocking off love for some reason. With this Judgment card showing up here in reverse, it just seems like you ain't connecting to people in a certain way. You definitely judge a book by its cover when it comes to how you connect with people. Okay, this is the message coming through from your higher self. Let's clarify this. Simply Love. The 6 shows up here, symbolizes maybe still being on edge. I feel like a lot of you are holding things in from like love connections or situations where you put your heart on the line. Let's clarify. Okay, you have the 10 of Cups, the Sun card showing up in reverse, and the 9 of Cups symbolizes emotional completion. So I feel like a lot of you is going to get into that place where you feel just emotionally stable. The 9 of Cups talks about feeling emotionally complete. The Sun card also shows out here in reverse. So I feel like your future self is telling you may be going through a dark period where you feel like relationships and connections are just not worth it. But you will feel emotionally complete somehow. All right. You don't necessarily have to be in a relationship to feel emotionally complete. So I feel like your future self is telling you this is the lesson that you are currently learning at this time. You know what I'm saying? Using your intuition, okay, when it comes to how you judge people, putting that wall up or that protection. Understand that's okay. But eventually, you will feel emotionally complete. You won't be stuck in this rut forever, okay? When it comes to your heart, all right? So you have Spread Your Wings showing up here. Let's clarify that in reverse. So it seems like you won't take that leap of faith, or you're not ready to get out there, okay? A lot of you may feel like you'll never date again, or you'll never connect to someone again. You never give your heart again here. The 9 of Cups showing up here, I do see some emotional completion. It may not even come from someone else. It may come from just you being comfortable in your own skin, okay? So let's get some clarification of this Spread Your Wings showing up here. Misfortune showing up here. So I feel like, okay, let's get one more clarification. Let's clarify this misfortune. All right, the 7 of Cups. I feel like don't miss out on opportunities because you don't want to connect to people, okay? Don't miss out on opportunities because you don't want to connect to people. The 7 of Cups just lets me know that you trying to cut people off, okay? But don't miss out on opportunities because of what has happened to you in your past, all right? Because the future looks bright. You're emotionally in the right place in your future. The Nine of Cups, this just makes me feel like you may be in a hard place right now emotionally, where you feel like, am I ever going to feel good again? Am I ever going to be able to love again? Or am I ever just going to be at peace in my heart? The answer is yes. But also don't miss out on opportunities because you're afraid. Because of things that have happened to you make you shut down or make you feel like love is just not enough, okay? Don't miss out on opportunities. Also, you don't have to be in a romantic situation with someone to have a connection with them. And I feel like a lot of us need to know that, okay? You don't have to be in a relationship. You don't have to have that American dream with the picket fence if that's not what you want. And I feel like a lot of you is going to find that emotional completion in things outside of romantic relationships, okay? This is what I see for you at this time, family. Let's turn over your final message here. Yeah, perfect timing. So everything happens in a perfect timing. Don't shut down too much that you don't allow life to happen. Have your boundaries, but allow life to happen, okay? Let's get your angel card to wrap up your reading for today. Y'all get down in the comments and put me a yellow heart if any of these readings resonate with you today, group 1, okay? Let's get your angel card out here. Any more messages, guidance, or advice for my group 1? Okay, group 1, you got one card out. Throne. Weave together the crown you deserve. So I feel like this message is telling you, like, you haven't even scratched the surface of who you are. You haven't even scratched the surface of who you came to be. Set your boundaries when it comes to you giving more love and compassion than others. And when I say that, it's like being in situations where you're giving more of the energy to the relationship or the situation or the connection than others. So you do need to watch that, okay? But a lot of times we don't get what we want when it comes to our interaction with people because we not giving ourselves what we want. People only going to give us what they see us giving ourselves, all right? So as you develop and as you grow, you're going to learn to develop and grow into the person that you want to be, and people will fall in line accordingly, okay? Just give it some time, group 1. This is what I see for you at this time. I hope it's helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, family. What's good, group 2? You pick this pile right here. You have the guilt card showing up here. That's the 9 of Swords showing up in reverse. Symbolizes you not feeling complete mentally in some kind of way. We'll pull this card over. We'll pull this card over at the end of the reading. So let's get some clarification on this guilt card. The 7 of Pentacles. So it's like, what seeds have you been planting, okay? Alright, you may be feeling guilty about certain things that you've been planting, certain seeds that you've been planting, certain actions that you've been taking. Let's get another card out here. Intolerance, the Hierophant card showing up here in reverse, breaking some form of commitment. Alright, some of you may feel bad about going back on your word about something. Let's clarify this 7 of Pentacles here. 7 of Pentacles, clarification. Say I'm sorry, showing up here in reverse. So some of you may be feeling guilty about not apologizing to someone. Alright, some of you may be feeling guilty, 7 of Pentacles, about planting certain seeds or taking certain actions. Let's clarify one more time here. Let me clarify one more time. I want to clarify, say I'm sorry in reverse. Ace of Wands. So I feel like sometimes you have to admit when you're wrong, you know? I feel like sometimes you have to admit when you're wrong. And remember, this is a message from your future self. Sometimes you have to admit when you're wrong and do things differently. Don't be hard on yourself because you did something wrong. Sometimes you have to admit when you did something wrong. Sometimes you have to admit the action that you took was not the best actions to take. All right? Sometimes you have to admit when you're wrong, and therefore you can move forward. Ace of Wands speaks of a new mind frame. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to say I did something wrong, but you know, I'm new now. I'm different now. I have a new mind frame after that experience. That's okay. The Hierophant card showing up here in reverse talks about long-term commitments. Some of you may be be even breaking religious traditions in your family, okay? Because the Hierophant speaks of that. Some of you may be getting a divorce, and that's okay, all right? Don't be so hard on yourself because your mind changed, all right? Don't be so hard on yourself because life changed and you had to move accordingly, and you have a new mind frame, okay? You might have not been the same person you are now that you was when you were 16. You don't have the same mind that you used to have when you was 18. So some things that you said you would never change, you have to change, okay? So don't be hard on yourself. Don't feel guilty about these things, okay? Let's clarify this Hierophant in reverse. All right, you got feeling alone showing up here. All right, the number 5 showing up here talks about some form of changes. Certain things may have changed in your life that you didn't think was going to change. Certain commitments ended in your life that you didn't think was going to end. You got the Sun card at the bottom of the deck, symbolizes what's hidden. So even though you had to cut off certain things that you didn't think that you thought would last forever, some of you are getting a divorce or are in situations that you thought would last forever, and you may be breaking up. With the Sun card showing up here, symbolizes things going to get greater. You know, you're not going to always be in this dark spot, and this is what's hidden, okay? Let's clarify this feeling alone. So if you feel like you're by yourself, you know what I'm saying, if you feel alone, with that hidden card showing up here, the Sun card, it symbolizes you coming out of that energy, okay? Let's clarify that feeling alone. The 9 of Wands, completion in action. All right, feeling alone, clarified by the 9 of Wands. So what I'm hearing is you got to make things okay. You got to make things better for you. Some of you are breaking certain traditions in your family. You got to be the light, okay? You got to be the light of the family, because everybody is walking through blindly. All right, so this is going to be an experience where you feel like you're all by yourself. Some of you are the chosen ones. You're chosen to show your family and other people that the way that they do things is kind of dumb. You know what I'm saying? That the way that they do things is sheepish behavior, meaning you're just following the crowd. You're not questioning why you do things. All right, and this journey can be lonely, okay? So this is what I see for you. Your future self is telling you that some of you are going on a journey and it's going to be lonely, but you were chosen for this journey, and you will complete this journey, and things will get better, okay? As you gain your spiritual strength. Some of you are experiencing a divorce, and even though you never thought that this would be you, don't be hard on yourself. Things will get better, okay? So let's get into your final card here. All right, refuse to see. So yes, see, then you got the light showing up here, the 2 showing up here as well. I feel like this is definitely clarifying that a lot of people in your family refuse to see the truth, and that's your purpose. That's one of your callings, to show them the light that's within them, or show them the light that's in the world. Or show them that they can think and do things differently. That is your calling, okay? Some of you refuse to see that your relationship was falling apart, or you didn't want to see it, but now it's time to see it. And don't feel guilty about certain things that don't last. Some things are just not meant to last forever. Don't feel bad about it, okay? I mean, you can feel bad about it, but don't feel like this is going to be your energy forever, okay? You know, I ain't gonna tell you not to feel bad about it, especially if some of you are experiencing a divorce or things like that, because that can be, I heard, could be like having a that could be really hard to lose somebody. I heard someone say it could feel like you lost somebody to death going through a divorce, especially when you never ever thought that you was going to break up with somebody or split up with somebody, okay? I feel like you tried to hold on to it for as long as you could, but don't feel guilty about having to move forward for you, okay? So y'all get down in the comments and put me a blue heart if any of these messages resonates with you today. I want to see who Spirit was talking to. So we're going to pull your angel card to wrap up your reading. Any more messages, guidance, or advice here for group 2? Okay, group 2. You got gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Okay? And that's why your task is so important, because you can build yourself up by being alone. You know how to be alone and process your thoughts. And I feel like that's why Spirit gave you such a powerful task, especially for those who are the chosen one and being the light in your family and breaking tradition. All right? Especially the ones who are leaving long-term relationships and you felt like you needed this relationship to be who you needed to be. Spirit is telling you you don't need nobody to fix you. Your calling is greater. All right? So this is what I see for you at this time. Y'all thumbs up this video if you made it this far. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, family.